I just want to say thank you so much for donating. I really appreciate it. So this is going to be quick but really significant. GLAAD's founders believe that if the world got to know us, and if we held media and power accountable, acceptance would follow. We're here 40 years later because, guess what? They were right. Tonight, I am deeply honored to present this GLAAD Media Award to one of those founders who founded GLAAD back in 1985, the iconic Jewelle Gomez. A celebrated author, poet, playwright, and activist, Jewelle helped reshape both literature and LGBTQ advocacy. Her groundbreaking novel, The Gilda Stories, became a landmark in Black, queer, and sci-fi fiction. And in 1985, she helped launch GLAAD as our founding treasurer. So she's very proud of everybody who donated tonight. Demanding truth and dignity during the height of the AIDS crisis. Her voice has uplifted Black and queer identities for decades, and her lifetime of work, most recently honored with the Bram Stoker Award, continues to inspire. Jewelle, thank you. Jewelle, thank you so much for all you've done for our community. This is the GLAAD Media Award, not easy to get. Ask Jewelle, it took 40 years. You're an icon.
I really appreciate you and the work that people in today's GLAAD are doing. I want to just say two things.
Please.
One is the word empathy. That was a huge discussion that we had back in the day when we were coming to my office at the New York State Council on the Arts after everyone was gone, so we could use the copy machine for free. How do we get people to have empathy for people with AIDS? And since the face of people with AIDS was generally gay men, it felt like a huge hurdle to go across. But I think ultimately it did start to resonate with people. You can't live without empathy, despite what Elon Musk would tell us today. So we're back having a similar conversation. How do we get that middle to understand empathy is a part of your day-to-day life or you will never survive? I will tell one story, and it's very fitting at a fundraiser. Gregory Kolovakis, who was the director of the program I worked for, so I was his assistant at the New York State Council on the Arts. That's why we were able to hold the meetings there. And we realized at some point, people started giving us money. And, we were a scruffy group. We were, I didn't look nearly as good as I look now. And so we didn't expect that. We would hold a demonstration, try to get as many people as we could. And the next thing we know, people were slipping us $10, $20, checks. And we realized we have to do something with this. We can't just walk around with these checks in our pockets or go on vacation with them. But we would buy supplies. So somebody said, well, we really do need to get a bank account so we are accountable for where this money comes and goes. Okay, so Gregory and I, on our lunch hour, go to Bank Leumi, which I don't even think exists anymore, but it was an Israeli bank, and say, we want to open up a checking account. And the bank officer looks at us and goes, okay. And what name should we put on it? So we put Gregory Kolovakis and Jewelle Gomez, GLAAD, G-L-A-A-D, caps. And he said, what does that mean? And Gregory looked at him and said, it means we're really glad to be together. And it came from people giving us little bills, bigger bills. It came from people who really couldn't necessarily afford to give us anything, but they knew their lives depended on the public being able to see them and have empathy. So I really appreciate everything people gave tonight, and I know that you will continue to try to get your friends to give. And I know GLAAD has a bank account now, so no problem, all accountability. And thank you for this award, which really kind of looks like the San Francisco WNBA team.
Yes.
I'm loving that. Boundaries. Thank you all. Thank you for the hard work you're doing, and I know you'll keep doing it. Thanks.